Okay, guys, so what I want to show you here is basically the dashboard, okay, of our promo guidelines, whatever KOLs, promos with different partners. I'm just gonna do a short video for the dashboard so you can see in little chunks, okay? Here, basically, KOL program, that's the first priority, okay? If you go to second priority, brand partnerships, this is just to give you guidelines. Doesn't mean that you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that. Third priority, corporate agreement, and the fourth, I'm just mixing all the promotions so you have a visual of everything, okay? Very briefly, okay, what is the first priority, okay? As we mentioned in our aligners, commission-based, okay? We prefer to be commission-based partners. Why? Because then the win is mutual, okay? They win, we win, everybody wins, okay? So we think this is quite efficient way of doing this, okay? And then here you have the value, okay? This is just for you to have a guide. When you're thinking, oh, I don't remember the price, here you have it, okay? 300 Singapore dollars per customer one. And we talked the alternative. This is flexible, okay? Let's not forget that we're a small business. This is not a multi-billion-dollar company that needs to have processes because it has employees in every part of the world. No, this is thing that we can change, but this is what we put as a secondary option, 10 Singapore dollars per opportunity plus 200 Singapore dollars per customer one. Okay, this diversifies a little bit more the risk for them, but it makes it much more complicated for us to calculate. Here you have the Malaysian case, okay, and details, okay, there is no minimum, okay, the only thing is that we should tell them what is the ideal, okay. Here you have a little bit of the process, you know, posting plan, you know, what I want to do during the, for example, if they're posting during that month, we will observe the results and then, you know, continue tracking. We will pay them in the follow-up months. Okay, and we will review and adapt the plan for best growth of both brands. Doesn't matter. It's just to give you kind of guidelines of when you're interacting with them, or if someone else needs to do it, or someone needs to take leave, you know, that people know kind of what is the process. Then we have the second priority, which is sponsorship, that people like Andy have asked for it, okay, and you have a calculation. I'll explain in another video because I want to go fast here, okay, where you can go and check, okay, where, you know, how to do the calculation. I'll explain in another one. Very, very clear here in terms of aligners, recruitment steps, reach, engage, okay? Given that we want to go fast, we haven't been able to have the contract, don't worry. We do need, though, especially for sponsorships. In sponsorships cases, they are getting something, okay? So we do need some, especially full sponsorships. We do need an agreement, okay? For now, we will just create an email where we're putting everything in detail, okay? And then I am responsible of getting the contract done, okay? I have a new version and I will get it done, okay? Very clear how we have to do this, okay? Then, in terms of white, what is the priority? Actually, the priority is sponsorship. We can change this, guys, okay? The idea here, why sponsorship? Because they do need to get the product. It's a low value product. It's a little bit hard to do the commission, plus we have little margin, okay, for now, okay. If they repeat in the future, we'll see how we do that, but for now, this seems like the best method, okay. And I just put, there's a calculation system, okay, here that will take you to the KOL calculator, okay. There's for Malaysia, okay, you have a line for Malaysia. If not, here I'm putting a minimum that could make sense, okay. If not, the second priority is commission based, okay, and the third one, pay per post, okay, and you also have it in the calculator. For white, what we're saying, contract will only, here I'm just adding the detail, okay? Contract will only be needed if some KOL also uses aligners and we're giving them all this upfront cost, okay? Just for you to know this. Note, KOLs should be, we expect KOLs, we know that they might not give it to us, but just in case, for you to know that we should be mentioning that we want the analytics. This is completely logical. We're giving them all that because they're driving business. If we can't analyze that business, doesn't make much sense. I know some of you don't feel very comfortable. I can be the bad cop and mention that in the calls. I'm absolutely fine, but this is quite important for the process. Now, two, if the KOL is complex getting to the initial list, just you escalate, that's part of the process, okay, to Mark, Candace, whoever, you know, Julian, to do this, okay? This in terms of brand partnerships, okay? Why do we do this? Okay, because it's cheaper than buying ads, okay? KOLs are cheaper than buying ads, okay, and they give a sense of authenticity. Other brand partnerships are just basically cheaper than buying ads. There will be more value when our values and those of the other brands are linked. So that's the top priority, okay? Let's try to target companies, okay, brands that are Here I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, brand value similar to ours. Okay, self-improvement, happiness, and customer segment similar to ours. Okay, Sephora, love from yours. That we can have other cases. Second priority, brands and companies who target a similar customer. Okay, because they have a big, large customer base like Grab, or because they have a strong reach or good engagement like Hula. Okay, here examples you have Hula, Hamlet, Circles, Grab, AirAsia, Unis. Okay, third priority, companies that just have a large database, okay, that are not good partners for us, okay. There's no joint values or anything like that, okay. And here in this cases is Money Smart, Chope, DBS, BOC, okay. There's not a big connection, but hey, they have large databases. With DBS and BOC, the good thing is that they're not charging for it. The bad thing with Money Smart and Chope, that they are charging a pretty high upfront cost. It doesn't make sense for us, okay. Then this is who we target. And how do we want to target? Okay, just in terms of priorities, just for you to think, the best priority for us is companies that just want to give a discount to their customers. Why? Because we're giving all the discount that we're giving, all the money that we lose or not make, is in exchange for making the customers more happier. That's always interesting. I put the example of Justin Coke, and I think they're not asking for a commission. Second option, partners that actually give discounts and also ask us for a commission. The good thing about this one, okay, is that they're incentivized to drive this. The only important thing is that they don't charge too much, okay? Hamlet, they want the commission. Circles, I think they ask for a fixed payment, but relatively low, okay? There's a good partner. It's not expensive, okay? Then the third one, okay, I put this one, for example, this could be the second one, doesn't really matter. Okay, give discounts in exchange for points in the platform, like Grab. I'm just mentioning this because this could be unclear. They might not push it too much. What we want is something that's going to be pushed in the forefront of their digital assets, their app, their web page, their EDM. Okay, we're exchanging this. Okay, and the last one is Choke, very clearly. Okay, because basically they're asking for money in exchange for some random customers that they're going to push. And Facebook is a much better channel, okay? The affordability is much higher in Facebook. Okay, then corporate agreements, okay? There's basically companies who want to give their customers, not their customers, their employees, okay? Their employees a benefit, okay? The same way that they give discounts, they give them insurance points for insurances, they give them sometimes products, you know, at a cheaper rate. They also like that we give them a cheaper price for our aligners, okay? Unis, Grab employees, okay? Very clear, because very similar target to us. DBS would be an older customer target. Hey, it's second priority, but in the end, we're going to target all of them. I'm just trying to identify why this makes sense, okay? That we do this, okay? Here, we're basically, we're just a benefit for their employees. In this case, in the case of the brand partnerships, okay, that we're mentioning, it's very important to understand what we're exchanging, okay? If we're giving them, you know, if there's an exchange, it might be a commission. If it's a campaign, it might be a commission that we're paying. In another situation, it might be that we're sharing. We're going to post an EDM. They're going to post an EDM, you know, and we need to understand well what we're exchanging, okay? Just trying to give a little of guidance. And then this one, which I think is the only one that you guys really will care, is the promotion, okay? So here we can see all promotions together: aligners, white gel, Sonic, okay? Here you have the standard price, okay, in Singapore and Malaysia, okay? So you don't have any doubts, you know, of all the opportunities, of all the different promos that we have, okay? And here, for example, the standard promo, you know, or the one that we probably give to KOLs, 100 Singapore dollars. We can change this, guys. I just want this to be organized, okay? In Malaysia, we currently don't have a promo because we have a very low price already. This is 25% lower than in Singapore, okay? We just have a special occasions promo, okay, that we did it to Fight Become. And in Singapore, on average, is 150 Singapore dollars, or CS has additional $50 to try to close the deal within the month, okay? So the customer gets 200, but officially online, they'll only see $150, okay? This is what we should stick to this, okay? To not devalue the brand too much, okay? And then when we're looking at specific partnerships, okay, in this case, drive sales to specific markets, okay, partnerships, general, we can offer them 150 Singapore dollars, okay? If we have a very big account, okay, we can add $50, okay, and to that discount, we were basically making it more attractive. We're making it a $200 discount. Why? Because it's done in a private channel, okay? And with KOLs, I'm not sure why I'm adding this 100, okay? But it's basically a 100 Singapore dollar, okay, discount that people can use. Is the same as here, okay? This is just an idea, so we have everything in one place, okay? That you can see the promotions that we all have, okay? And this can change, okay? It's just so you go to one place and, you know, in Malaysia, a little bit the same, okay? You can see that when we're talking, for example, with Nicholas in a partnership in Malaysia with a database of 350,000 people. Hey, they're gonna get this price because there's no CAC, okay? This is very important, okay? I put it here. There's zero commission, okay, in this kind of deals, okay? Generally, it will be 0 Singapore dollars or a commission. In this case, okay, it's zero commission, so we can afford it because Malaysia, our margins are relatively low, okay? In this case, white, we have 10%, 20%. We're gonna change it, okay? I already put it in the weekend, okay? Let's do it for the dollar amount, okay? That I think will make more sense, okay? That we will have, actually, our standard is already at 15%, okay? We'll change it to minus $50, okay? Minus 55, okay? And minus 50. Apologies, actually, this is dollars, okay? Well, that's right. I'll change it later, okay? But you'll be able to see all the promos that we can have, okay? And that immediately, you know, when you're like doubting, oh, can we give this kind of promo? Can we give that other promo? Okay, you already know what it is, okay? Minus 55, 50, 50, 60. Sorry, special account, we will give $60, okay? That's pretty important, okay? That we realize that special accounts will be given $60, okay? And actually here, okay, there's no, yes, there is a $55 for KOL, okay? I'm trying to copy here, okay, and $50 that you'll see here. Okay, I just wanted you to see this. Okay, sorry, apologies. Okay, that is a little bit complicated. In Malaysia, we'll define it when we have a launch in Malaysia. Okay, it should come soon, but we don't have it. In whitening gel, no discount. Okay, we already talked to that. We don't have margin to give discounts with white, and we should be making money with white. Okay, so the discount only applies to the starter kit. Okay, we make around $17, I think, with this product. We can't afford to give discounts on this because then there's no business in anywhere, okay? Then Sonic to be determined, okay? And here I just, in these deals on average, okay, when we're talking about these prices, we spend around $500 in terms of cost of acquisition. In Malaysia, a pretty high amount, okay? And in this specific cases, what we're saying is, hey, what we're doing is just doing or 0 Singapore dollars, for example, when we're working with Bank of China, we're not giving them any commission, okay? Or for example, there's commission that Hamlet wants to charge, okay? Or well, Hamlet wants to charge a commission here, okay? Here in the case of Grab, they're a major account. If they wanted to make a commission, we'll pay the commission. If not, it will be 0 Singapore dollars. I know it's a lot of information, but just take a look, okay? I'll explain a little bit tomorrow again.